Mahatma Gandhi is often presented as a global symbol of peace, morality, and non-violence. His statues stand in cities across North America, Africa, and Europe, protected by governments and praised in textbooks. But across the world, that image is being challenged. From university campuses to courtrooms, from the United States to Canada and Africa, people are asking uncomfortable questions about Gandhi's words, his actions, and the version of history that has been carefully preserved. In recent events, Huntsville, Ontario, rejected a proposed Gandhi statue offered as a diplomatic gift by the Government of India, after residents raised serious concerns about honouring a figure with a documented record of racist and casteist views. Critics pointed to Gandhi's early writings in South Africa that demeaned black Africans and his opposition to Dalit political rights. Community members also warned that the statue was part of a foreign soft power effort tied to Indian state and Hindutva-aligned diaspora organisations, not a grassroots local request. After public opposition and scrutiny, the town council reversed its approval, declaring Gandhi's legacy too divisive for a public monument, and affirming that Canadian public spaces should not glorify figures associated with racial or caste oppression. Let's watch a couple clips from the meeting.
Yes, I have heard from all the constituents that have reached out to me by email, and I totally agree. We made a mistake. I know as chair of community services, I have sat on a number of acceptances in art when it does come to local artists who have donated, and those have been totally accepted. And to Councillor Morrison's point, we did go out to BIA and followed the process that we do have. So I am glad we are re-looking at the art process. Maybe we need to branch that out to what are all the gifts or donations, because as we know, a free dog is not a free dog. There are the gifts that keep on giving. So
I have a prepared statement. And I think coming on the heels of what Councillor Schumacher said, I think it was deeply disappointing that the conversation around this statue has been marred by voices of racism and bigotry. Such negativity does not reflect the spirit of Huntsville, nor the values of respect.
That is on the floor. You don't need me to read it. All those in favor? All those opposed?
In Ghana, a Gandhi statue was removed after widespread backlash over his racist views toward Africans. That rejection didn't stop there. In Malawi, communities refused a Gandhi statue altogether.
And we've got a record, letters from himself, Mahatma Gandhi, calling black people savages, black people kafirs, and he was never involved in the fight against apartheid when he was in South Africa, actually.
If somebody has statues in about 70 countries in the world and people still remember and revere him, there should be a lot more to him than what he did in the first years of his early days.
That he promoted that Indians are pretty much at a more superior level than Africans.
I just can't go and believe what people are saying today, because that is happening about so many people and about so many issues all over the world.
Mahatma Gandhi was a champion of non-violence in South Africa, blah, 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 blah. But eventually the truth comes out. The people begin to see, they can read on their own. And we've got a record, letters from himself, Mahatma Gandhi, calling black people savages, black people kafirs, and he was never involved in the fight against apartheid when he was in South Africa, actually.
He has been well quoted in several publications, his own publications, in which he uttered sentiments to the fact that black Africans are subhuman and at lower levels as compared to Indians and Europeans, mainly during his time as a lawyer in colonial South Africa. Also, to the fact that this deal has been done in a clandestine manner. There was no transparency. The government, our government, did not do due diligence. Gandhi has never set foot in Malawi, and really, there's no connection between Gandhi and Malawi.
This didn't stop overseas. In California, Gandhi was challenged and statues fell.
Your city of residence, okay?
Bijan Binder. I'm from Manteca, California. Here because the reputation of Cerritos as Little India spreads throughout America. On the issue of Gandhi, it's whether the world is flat or whether the world is round. The facts will determine whether he was a racist or whether he was a Hitler lover or whether he was anti-Jew, anti-woman, whether he fought for freedom or whether he was truly nonviolence. I'm going to leave you all the facts right here. Who 1917 graduated from Columbia University with 5 degrees. He said about Gandhi, if a man with God's name on his tongue and a sword under his armpit deserve the appellation of a Mahatma, then Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is a Mahatma. This is the voice of the representative of 85% of India's population. We are talking facts today. How does this Gandhi affect the United States? You initiated the project on the private property. You called for this art project. It's not art. It's a religious icon. It's a Hindu deity. It's got temples all over the world. And that's not a separation of church and state. On the issue of Martin Luther King, I'm going to leave you with St. Diaconio, African-American reporter, who after learning about Gandhi in 2008 said, to continue to honor this man is to insult humanity.